And welcome back to BU Tonight. I am not your host, this is not our set, and this is not our audience. Three things that we normally do not have at BU Tonight. However, what we do have is a great guest. Our first guest, you may know her from the old MTV reality series, A Shot of Love with Tila Tequila. Please welcome Dani Campbell.
Thank you, thank you.
No audience clap for that,
oh.
Really? You're here for her. All right. How did you, I mean, you've gotten this all the time. How did you really get, what made you want to be on a reality show to begin with?
One of my friends called me up who was doing the casting for the area of, South Florida. Mm-hmm. She called me up on a Sunday and she was like, hey, come on down, there's this show, lesbian bachelorette type show. And I'm like, dude, I'm not doing that. That's crazy. I don't even watch TV. I don't even know what that's about.
It's a good pitch for a show.
Yeah.
Right.
And then she was like, come on, come down, blah, blah, blah. To support me at least. Like, come here and have, show face. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, all right. I get there and a few drinks later and I'm in front of the camera, giving an audition. Mm-hmm. And I guess because I didn't care so much, just had like a really light attitude about it, and maybe that's why I got it, but I got a call like 2 weeks later.
Mm-hmm. So a few drinks later.
A few drinks later, sure.
Yeah, that happened to me, but a few drinks later I was singing The Rainbow Connection, which doesn't come off good on YouTube later on. Now, I was watching some YouTube clips about 20 minutes prior to this, and I saw a good one of you rapping, a little freestyle, if you will. And now, did you write your own lyrics, or do you have songwriters, or how does that really
I carry
work?
songwriters around with me, just in case.
I do.
Yeah, well, I mean, you're you. No, they gave us they sprung it on us. Everything was it was just as you see it. It's not scripted, mm-hmm. So we really walked into that situation, and they were like, do this, make up a song, and it was her music was the background. So we got to hear her song a couple times, and then they were like, all right, now you write some words to it. And I just kind of sat down and did it.
How is it getting your life taped, 24/7? Like, I could never go on a reality show because I would be so nervous of what I'm doing. Like, I pick my nose all the time. Like, I wouldn't want anybody seeing things like that. But
yeah.
Is that weird? Like, people filming you when you sleep, or?
Yeah. That was weird. Like, waking up and there's like a camera in your face. They're just waiting for you to wake up, waiting for the action. So it was kind of strange, but you get used to it real quick. You just do it.
Now, I've been reading a lot of blogs, mainly my own, on the internet, and I see that there's a lot of people are asking, are you going to have your own spin-off show? Like, do you want your own show? Something like that, because you got so far and people, they obviously liked you. Do you see that in the future, or?
There was a little bit of talk about like doing like, a love show of my own, because I was the runner-up, broken-hearted, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
But I really didn't want to do it because I don't feel like I'm crazy enough, to sell in that position. Mm-hmm. So I passed that aside, and now there's talks of like maybe I'd like to get into some kind of hosting gig, and because it's more stable and stuff like that. So they're talking about a travel show, maybe like me traveling around the world and going to different vacation spots.
That's cool.
Trying it out and selling it on TV.
And the best thing is you didn't have to take your clothes off to get your own show.
That's right.
Yeah. No, I tried that once,
or
but
wear a
all
dress.
I got was public indecency.
Oh, well.
Yeah, no, it didn't get me my show. Just a little bit about your background. You worked you still are working as a firefighter and a paramedic.
Yeah.
Can you talk about that a little bit?
I've been doing that now for like 3 years, and I'm still doing it. It's a little tougher now because I got off duty this morning at 7 a.m. and then I get on a plane and then I fly all around, and then I get back Monday night from this trip, at 10 o'clock, and then I have to be to work at 7 a.m. So it's like I'm flying in and out and I'm working, and that's it. Okay,
so you have a big thing that you have is you just released your own clothing line.
Yes.
Now that's very cool.
Yeah.
Now, as I'm wearing my dad's suit from no joke, 1976, I don't know anything about that. So tell us a little about, yes. Sometimes I don't wear it at all.
I see.
What do you, can you tell us a little bit about your clothing line?
Well, I've always had like trouble shopping because I like more like guys style clothes, and they're really big and longer. Like the model guys are usually like tall, skinny, and long. I'm sure you have issues finding clothes because you're not that tall.
Kids are S.
But yeah. So
I'm extra large there, but
all right. Boys extra large. So anyways, I have a business partner who was my best friend, and I went to her and I'm like, look, I want to start a clothing line. I want to tailor them, like it's like guys' clothing, unisex clothing that's smaller, So we have our own specs and stuff like that. We're trying to get everything made. We just did a capsule launch, which is like a smaller launch to like test our buyers and see, if they're put their money where their mouth is. But everybody's like, yeah, we want your product. It sounds great, but I want to see if they're going to buy. Just to make, like 1,000 shirts has already cost us like $15,000. So yeah, it's a lot. It's a startup. A lot of the startup fees involved too. But so we just did that, and I actually just flew in with like this big duffel bag that I'm bringing to LA tomorrow, and it's our first weekend to sell at a big event, the Dinah Shore in Palm Springs, California.
Now, would you have anything that would look good on me, or?
Yeah. I mean, I think so. They're cool shirts. We have just, it's like a few designs, like 6 designs we have, and a few different colored shirts. Okay. Try to size you up afterwards.
Yeah, no, that's very difficult. Is there anything that you'd like to do? Like now, the main path of an MTV reality star, as you know, and I hope that this doesn't happen to you, is that you either get caught up in the endless cycle of the Real World Road Rules challenge, or a big fit of depressive alcoholism. Now, I don't want that to happen to you, as it happened to many others. Is there something that, other than the clothing line, that you'd like to pursue? Or where do you want to take this?
Well, it's funny because I already have my career, and I went to college for that, and paramedic school is 2 years, fire school was like 4 months, EMT school, and then I also went to college. So I've been to enough schooling, and I picked my career, and I'm almost 30, so I was kind of like, that's it, here I am, and I'll work up my ladder in there, and that, my career. But now, I was in college, I took theater, so now I'm in TV, the TV entertainment side of it. Whatever, if I get a hosting gig, fine. But they have to offer me a nice contract because I have a good gig. So just last question, we're running out of a little bit of time. Basically, you're here, and the event that you're going to right after this, you're hosting a huge lesbian event.
Huge lesbian event.
That's right. There's like 10,000.
I didn't want to throw that word out there.
Oh.
Make anybody uncomfortable.
Oh, it doesn't make me uncomfortable.
Okay.
No.
Now, yeah, I was reading on the internet. People say at the beginning of Shot of Love, people were saying some mean things like, I don't know if Tila was ready for a butch lesbian. Now, personally, I don't think that you're anywhere close to butch, and this is how you tell.
Oh, thanks.
Do you drive a Subaru Forester?
No.
Exactly. You're fine. But how did you like react to some of that? Does that faze you anymore? Or
no, it doesn't. I'm really super comfortable with who I am, and if people want to judge me for looks or anything, it's their. I consider it their loss only because I like to think of myself as a good person. You know what I mean? And I'm really not going to waste my time with people that don't like me because of what they think of me, like the outside, the cover, and that goes for anybody, not just gay, but not whoever's not the white male. It seems like, No.
I was born this way.
But you're short, so you get it.
Jeez.
So.
Wow.
No, I didn't take any offense to it because once people get to know me and just look past everything else, I am butchier, obviously, and I have short hair. No, not at all. My skirts are in the bag.
You are beautiful.
Yes. Oh, thank you.
Have people like, especially on your blog or after seeing you from the show, have they kind of like emailed you for advice on how to handle this?
Yeah, it's actually the best thing that's come out of this is, excuse me, I've received. My MySpace friends. I used to be on MySpace. Sorry to admit it. I think there's gonna be a hotline for that. In a couple. Can I cuss?
Oh, of course.
Whatever. There's gonna be a helpline for that in a couple years, I think. Yeah. But my MySpace was like 300 friends, and I didn't approve anybody I didn't know. Or really, now I have like 140,000 because of the show.
What do you do with all those friends?
I don't even.
Oh my God.
You hire someone to deal with it. I don't
know.
Definitely. But people will email me and be like, "Hi, I'm 50. I have 3 kids. I'm married, and I've been gay my entire life." But people confess all sorts of crap to me. Wow. And I've helped people come out. I've helped kids come out to their parents, and it's crazy. I've become some type of role model for young people trying to discover who they are and be comfortable with it, and even heterosexual people. So I have my fans aren't all gay. It seems
Do you feel like there's a lot of pressure with that? Because like if you give them the wrong advice, you know, it's all on you.
No, well, only the pressure because, you know, before I fell into all this, you know, what if you're out and you're drinking and now I see myself, I'm like YouTubing myself and I'm like, who was videotaping me doing that? Like, just like you said earlier with the song. And I can't do anything. Like, I'm afraid there's like a cell phone taping me or something like that. Because I don't want children to see it or something.
No, I'd be really pressured. Like, if people were asking me, oh, Kyle, how do I deal with homosexuality? And being confused myself, I would be afraid of giving like the worst advice. You know, like drink your orange juice. You know, I don't know. Like I have no idea, and I would feel so much pressure, like giving them the wrong advice and them ending up.
Well, being I've dealt with it my entire life, I think I can offer some advice to younger people, and I seem to be really comfortable with it, comparing myself to other people. Yeah. And just really sure of who I am, and I'm driven, and
that
I might not have the right answers. Thank you.
And that's what TV is all about. Right at the inspiration point, we have run out of time. Hey, thank you so much for being here.
Thank you. Thank you.
Dani Campbell, everybody. Stay tuned to BU tonight. We have something that, I don't know, next that I haven't been told of, but I'm sure it's great. All right, thanks a lot.